Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Desiree, and today I'll be answering some of your questions about UCF. So I have all of the questions that I found on my YouTube channel right here on my pink iPad Air. And anyways, let's just get into it. So the first question was, is there any special way you plan on taking off the wallpaper without ripping off the paint? I believe this question came from a dorm tour, and honestly, when I moved out, nothing really ripped except for I had these little sticky things inside of my shower. Those literally ripped the whole tile out the wall. Like, I don't know what type of glue they used, but that thing was sticky, and they ripped the tile off. The LED strips ripped off the paint on the top, and then some of the command strips ripped off paint, but the wallpaper was completely fine. Like, it's not even that sticky for real. The one I have in my apartment right now is literally coming off the wall on its own, so there shouldn't be any problems with the wallpaper. So this next question is kind of a multi-part, so I'm just going to name each one as its own question. So the second question would be, would you recommend staying in the towers for an incoming freshman? So I did do a video about all the housing. Make sure you guys check that out, you know, wherever it is up there. I find that so disrespectful. But anyways, I would recommend towers for freshmen. I feel like it's a really good transition with also giving you your freedom. I personally do not recommend living with someone unless you just really want that hardcore college experience. I barely like having roommates. I would hate to live with someone that's not happening. So I feel like towers is honestly the best housing on campus. Northview is too expensive, so I feel like towers is like a nice little median. Like, you get all the good things without all that money. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Then the second part to this question was, is that the best location, and does it matter which building or are you randomly assigned? So when you're picking your dorm, you can see the building you are going to pick. It tells you like the building itself, which like actual dorm number you're picking. Like, you see everything. I'm pretty sure the only time you don't have a chance is if you're like doing it last minute. Like, you technically still pick your apartment, but you don't have as many options, if you know what I mean. So yeah, but you can still pick it. For the best tower, I would probably say Tower 1 is probably the best tower. I'm pretty sure Towers 3 and 4 are only for athletes and stuff. Like, you can live over there, but the whole tower section in general is mainly for athletes and like band and all those type of people. So yeah, the Towers 3 and 4 is like really dedicated to it because it's like right next to the football field and stuff like that. But I feel like Tower 1 is still the best one because it's like right next to the nice plaza. So you have like right down, like literally when you walk out the door, you have the food right next to you. Like, that plaza's right there. Then across the street you have the Addition Arena. So you always like, everything's right there. The only thing that'll be far is like the football field, but I mean, who goes to the games anyways, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think Tower 1 will be the best tower. The fourth question is, are there a lot of black people there? So this is honestly a really hard question to answer because I feel like the people you surround yourself is all based on you. Like, you kind of choose it. The only time like I don't see a lot of black people is when I'm in class, but when I'm actually on campus, there's a lot of them. Like, I don't even know where these people be coming from. Like, but it's cool though. It's cool because like, you see a black person and it's just like, hey, what's up? Like, y'all just got this bond. Like, yo, power. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I feel like the black people are typically friendly. Like, we see each other, we smile, we nod, we wave. Sometimes we start full-on conversations, but like, you wouldn't do that with just anybody. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, there's a good amount, except for in class. Like, in my major, I'll have max 2 black people in my class. 2. It's kind of crazy if you ask me. And don't even get me started on the big classes. Insane. So the fifth part isn't really a question, but it is a question. But she just said she likes my hair. Thank you, Cookie. Yeah, it's clip-ins. It's not even my hair, but it's partially my hair. I have leave out somewhere. I'm not gonna show y'all where, but I got clip-ins in here. Anyways, let's be serious. But to answer your question, so I have leave out in here, and for the leave out, no matter when I do my hair, I always deep condition and then I do leave-in. So it has the leave-in in there, and then I just do the gel on top. I'm thinking about starting the method of adding like mousse to it, but for now I just do leave-in and gel, and then on the actual hair I just do gel because even though it's human hair, I can just buy another bundle. It's gonna get damaged either way. So I just don't care too much about it. It's only $200, so not saying like $200 is nothing, but like, I only buy them like once a year. So $200 a year on clip-in is compared to y'all that be buying like 6 wigs for like $400 a year. I mean, I'm fine buying some new clip-ins, you know what I'm saying? It lasts a long time. So the next question is, was the Hill class on campus? So this question came from one of my college vlogs. Make sure you guys go check that out somewhere up here. One day I'll figure out what site it is, but for now, mind your business. Anyways, so that Hill class was not technically on campus, but it was with an organization that is on campus. So the organization is Royalty Dance Troupe. I used to be a part of that, but I couldn't stay any longer because complications. But yeah, it was hosted by Royalty Dance Troupe. The person that held the masterclass, like the teacher, that is someone that was from a different organization on campus called Ruckus. That's like another dance team, but it was hosted at a dance studio that wasn't affiliated with UCF, but the organizations were both a part of UCF, you know what I mean? But yeah. So the next part of the question is, Wild 'N Out seems real cool. How do you know which groups to sign up for to be a part of these activities? So I feel like the easiest way to figure that out is through social media. So me, I'm a historian for 2 organizations, and literally my purpose is to document the history of what we're doing as an organization. And most of it is going to be through Instagram. So if you want to see what orgs are doing, literally just look at their Instagram. Like everything's going to be on there. It's literally my job. Like I have to post everything we're doing. But if you're Black or like any other minority, I feel like the easiest way to do that would be going through like the big like your minority, but the big organization. So for me, I would go through the Black UCF Instagram, look at their following to see what Instagrams they're following, because those Instagrams are most likely going to be dedicated to Black people as well. So for other minorities, I would suggest finding I don't think all minorities have like that big like organization that represents you guys as a whole. I'm pretty sure they just have like specific ones, like it might be like Hispanic Law, like not really Hispanic UCF. I'm not sure. I'm not Hispanic. I'm not any other minority, so I don't know. Like even the Caribbean stuff is all under Black UCF, so like I'm not sure about anything else. But for Black UCF, we have like the big thing right there. But yeah, I would suggest just going through the Instagram, looking through everything, seeing what type of vibe they got. What are they posting? Are they professional? Are they not professional? Are they fun on their Instagram? Like for my 2 organizations, I have a law organization, then I have a sisterhood organization. So when I'm posting on both accounts, I have a different vibe. For the law one, I keep it professional with a little fun. But for my sisterhood one, I keep it all fun. All the fonts I'm using, pretty cartoony, fun vibes. So just pay attention to the vibes. And another way you can see like what type of org they are is pay attention to the reels they're doing, because a lot of orgs don't do reels, but we all know TikTok is the vibe right now. Like everyone's on TikTok right now, and if an org is not doing TikTok, they're probably not very friendly. That's just my opinion, because with my orgs, we do TikToks not just, oh, let's post a TikTok like just for show. Like we make TikToks so we want to make TikToks. It's like, yo, y'all seen this trend, let's make a TikTok. Like none of it is really ever like about the org. It's literally us doing trends. So pay attention to stuff like that. Look at the videos they post. Are they just posting the picture of the event? Are they posting videos? Can you see people laughing? Like stuff like that. And then the flyers, sometimes we post a flyer but we don't post the actual picture of what happened at the event. So like look at the flyer. Did it say Wild 'N Out? Did it not say Wild 'N Out? Like you can really just pay attention to what's on Instagram, basically, at the end of the day. Highlights and the actual feed. And then go back, because you might see one that's from like this semester, and then last semester they don't have nothing. So they might be now implementing it, so it might not be as good that's next semester. And then also pay attention to if you're looking for something, oh, what are they doing this semester? Because there's a lot of orgs that be falling out. So they might have been having fun last year. What they doing this year? What was they doing a few weeks ago? You know what I'm saying? But anyways, at the end of the day, just look at the Instagram. Okay, so the next question is, can you please tell us more about what classes you're taking? So let's head over to Canvas, because this is the first week of this semester. I don't know. So my first class is creativity and entrepreneurship. Then it's social entrepreneurship, urban development law, adoption law, sexuality, gender, and the law. I'm taking 5 classes. The first 2 are for my certificate in entrepreneurship, and then the other 3 are for, ET. I'm so sorry. Let's be serious. Anyways, and then the other 3 are for my major, which is in legal studies. So, I mean, I haven't really gotten into the classes so far. I mean, I didn't withdraw from any of them. So, I mean, that's cool. They all seem pretty decent. So, I'll probably say them. But I can't really say much about the classes since I just started this semester. So the next question is about the career advising. I personally have never used career advising before. I use my UCF. I forgot what the feature is called, but Knights Audit. So I use Knights Audit on UCF, and it just tells you like every class you've taken, whether or not it's giving you credit, what classes you need to graduate. Like, it tells you everything you need to do to graduate. So I've never really had a problem where I need to talk to someone. I probably will eventually closer to me graduating. It's currently spring of 2024 and I'll be graduating fall of 2024. I should be graduating in this summer. I literally, after this semester, I have 2 classes left, but neither of them are offered over the summer, so I have to wait till fall. So I'm kind of annoyed by that. But anyways, we're not talking about that. But yeah, I'll probably talk to them closer to me graduating. But as of right now, I've never talked to them, and I've heard mixed reviews about it. Personally, I don't know if they have the career advising on Rate My Professor, but most of the advisors have been professors before. So if you look at them on Rate My Professor to see if they were advisors before, and people probably rated them. Because one thing about these college students, they gonna rate that professor. If it, like, whether or not they were good or bad, if you really made that student mad, they're gonna rate you. If you made that student really happy, they're gonna rate you. So always look at Rate My Professor, whether it's a professor or any other type of staff you want to see, just check that. The next question is about UCF dining. So I'm not sure if you're referring to like the meal plan type dining, but I've never had a meal plan. I only lived on campus my first year, and it didn't really make sense to me to buy a meal plan because I actually cook, and I don't like eating the same things over and over. And I mean, I don't like cafeteria food. I've eaten in there one time because I had like a meeting with my own band. My band came to visit UCF, so they like slid me in there to get free food. So yeah, I tasted it there and it was okay, but it wasn't something I would want to eat every day anyway, so I wouldn't advise getting that meal plan. But if you're talking about the regular food on campus, I did make a video about UCF, so I would say go check that out and you can see everything I said about that. But for a little snip in here, overall I feel like the dining is really good on campus. There's a lot of options for everyone. Like from the coffee, there's like 4 different coffee shops. Like they got 2 coffee shops, and they got Dunkin' and they got Starbucks, multiple locations of Starbucks. Like there's something for everyone, like from bento to Domino's to tacos to 7-Eleven. Like there's something for everyone, so I feel like it's a pretty good option, you know. Okay, so the next question is about why I picked UCF. Honestly, I picked UCF for a stupid reason. So I didn't even like start looking at colleges for real, so I honestly figured out what UCF was from Diamond's Flawless, and I didn't come here for her, if you know what I mean. I just seen her vlogs about it, and I was like, dang, like that's a pretty nice school. And I knew I wanted to go to school in Florida, so I was like, okay, let me start researching. I didn't like the whole Tally vibe, too far, too ghetto, too many hills, right? I didn't like anything South Florida because that's where I'm from. I do not need my parents knocking on my door, surprisingly. I do not need that. So I needed something in Central Florida, like not close to home, but not too far north, because I don't know, I don't like the North Florida area. Is too much nature, not enough to do. So I feel like Orlando in general, because I was supposed to move to Orlando back in middle school, but I never did. But I really like the Orlando area in general. Like I just like Orlando, and then it's just the perfect location. But there was nothing like specific about UCF itself that made me want to go here. I just like the vibe of the school. I took a tour, but it was like during COVID, you know, COVID senior or whatever, and I really liked the vibe. Like it was really open, people were real nice, and I was like, you know, because no one knew I was on the tour, because I was on the big group. I was just with my mom, so I was just walking around. So it was like people were very friendly. So I'm like, okay, if they're like this towards me as a regular person walking around, this must be how they actually are around here, because, you know. So the next question is, how was your experience getting internships and jobs? I have never had an internship, so I can't help you there, but there are many opportunities. I just didn't get one. People typically use Handshake and LinkedIn for them, and then the UCF website itself also has opportunities for internships. I just don't have one. I'm supposed to be getting my internship over this summer because I have to take a course to get the internship because of my major. Like I have to take an internship, so they had to prepare me for it. And then jobs, I personally didn't work a job on campus. It made minimum wage. I do have the work study, I just never actually got the job part. Like I seen that little $11 an hour, and I'm like, I got better stuff to do for $11, you know what I'm saying? So I just never took a job on campus, but a lot of people do it for a little pocket change because you don't really do much anyways. So my job experience since being in college, I worked at Champs in high school, and then I just transferred up to Orlando. Then I quit that job because it was too far and I didn't have a car. Then I worked at one of the restaurants on campus. It wasn't a part of UCF, but it was like a restaurant that happened to be there. And I hated that job. They had me working till 5 a.m. Like, I hated it. Quit that job after like a month. Horrible management. Like, it was just so bad. Then I ended up working at Nike, and I also didn't have a car for that job, but Nike was paying me $15 an hour, so I made that work. I was gonna get there for that $15 an hour. So I either took the bus, the UCF shuttle took me halfway, or I would take an Uber or some type of combination of the both. But the jobs nearby, there are a lot of jobs, but I don't really like the idea of working retail or food, so it didn't really interest me to work nearby. So I worked all the way like 30 minutes away. So if you're fine with those other stuff, you'll have opportunities. It's just about how much you want to get paid and what you're comfortable with. So the next question is if I'm a part of any clubs or organizations. I am a part of 2 organizations currently. I am a part of the National Black Law Student Association. I am the historian for that organization. It's kind of all in the name. It's just a law student org for Black people to help us have a community. And then my other organization, as mentioned before, is the Big Sister Little Sister Mentoring Program. It's, you know, also in the name, it's a sisterhood, but dedicated to mentoring. Like, it's not just, hey, let's just all be girls and giggle around. Like, we actually mentor each other. We have bigs and littles, and like we have check-ins every month to make sure you're actually talking to each other, mentoring each other, helping each other out, while also having fun with the rest of us. Like that Wild and Out event that you guys seen in a question before, that was part of that organization. We do a lot of stuff: community service, fundraising, socials, private socials. Like, it's a really good organization. I would advise. And yeah. Okay, so that's all of the questions I have for you guys today on this video. If you guys have any more questions you've just seen that I did not answer in this video, feel free to leave it down in the comment section below. Let's get it to like 20 likes and I'll actually make a part 2 on time this time. I won't wait 2 months to give you guys the video, okay? Once we hit 20 likes, I'll answer any questions y'all have below. It can be about UCF or college in general, and I got y'all. Also, if anything I did say today was helpful to someone, don't forget to make sure you comment that down below. It really does help to see that, you know, some people are benefiting from my videos. And I just like see what you guys want to see, because I'm here for the people. Whatever y'all want, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's all love over here. It's all love. I'm here for you. So yeah, comment down below what you guys liked, what you guys want to see in the future, and I got you. But don't forget to like and subscribe.